Over the last few years, Yamaha has become known as a high horsepower premium sled with machines like their Sidewinder. But this kind of overshadowed some of the other great models in their lineup. So if you're a buyer who's not looking for a 200 horsepower trail missile, maybe a Viper could be a good option. So we're going to shed some light on this honey. For 2020, the Viper lineup received some TLC detail touch-ups. Most noticeable is the new bodywork that shares its design with its Sidewinder brethren. Although not a new design, this update does improve the aggressive look of the platform, and I think this new look will be welcomed with Viper buyers. The SR Viper LTX SE also gets a new coat of paint with a fresh blue, orange, and black theme, which I have to admit looks better in the sun than under artificial light. The SE is the middle of a lineup that starts with a black and gray straight up LTX, but then at the top end is a brand new GT model for 2020. The GT has got all the good bits a high mileage touring rider would look for, all wrapped up in a candy red shell. Now, to keep the GT riders warm, you get a heated seat and a tall windshield, but the real GT gold is the Fox QS3 front ski shocks and the rear shock on the skid frame. These QS3s are the second best shock system on the snow. The only one better is the IQS version. That's the one that's changeable on the fly from the handlebars. Yamaha? Hint, hint. The SE is definitely the more sporty model, as you can see by the cut down windshield here, which might be something you want to change for those really cold days. The other part of this package is a more simple traditional suspension with an aluminum monotube HP gas shock package all the way around. These shocks are spring preload adjustable only, but once you have them set for your weight, they perform extremely well. It would still be nice to see a compression adjustment here for fine tuning, but Yamaha's managed to find a good middle ground for the setup. Plus, with less adjustment, there's less of a chance of screwing up the setup. It doesn't matter which of the three Viper packages you look at, each are built on the same stout SRV chassis and have the same 1049cc 4-stroke engine under the skin. This power plant lands the Vipers solidly in the 130 horsepower class, and for 2020 there's even a slight bump in power with a new ECU program. The engine also delivers a flat torque curve that 4-strokes are known for, which results in a ride that is deceptively fast. The 1049 Genesis is a bit of a sleeper in its class. Riding a Viper, you don't immediately feel the power, and I think that's because this engine is so smooth. Out of the hole, it doesn't come alive the same as a 600 class 2-stroke, but it does catch up quickly, and then on the trail in corner-to-corner squirts, it has all the speed of a 2-stroke, just no drama. It would be like if Dwayne Johnson was an English butler. He could deliver you a spot of green tea without spilling a drop, while at the same time defending you from an attacking ninja. This mild-mannered power takes a bit of getting used to, but is a real benefit for actually trail riding like a normal human being. On longer trips, Vipers are always one of OSM's go-to sleds. In addition, the Genesis engine also delivers on longevity, and that's because they're known for generational reliability. Fuel economy is also a huge debate between the 2- and 4-stroke crowd, and while we've seen better numbers out of the 4-strokes at the pump, there are usually only a few dollars difference between the 2-strokes and 4. Basically, if two sleds are making roughly the same power and ridden roughly the same pace, they should be consuming roughly the same amount of fuel, and our pump numbers show that. Of course, with a 4-stroke, you don't have to add the expensive 2-stroke oil to the tally. No matter what Viper model you're into, they're each a heavy hitter in this class, and as 4-strokes continue to gain popularity into the snowmobile world, I think you're going to see a lot more of these snakes on the snow.